Good morning students and welcome back to the class. Today I will explain you Act 2, Scene 2. And this scene takes place in street Venice. And here Lancelot enters, another character. Lancelot enters. Now Lancelot, he is saying that my conscience will allow me to run away from his Jew master Shylock. But the devil stands close to me and tempts me, saying, Gobbo, Lancelot Gobbo, good Lancelot, Gobbo, that use your legs and immediately you run away from this Jew's house, because he is not behaving well with you. And here again he says, my conscience pleading with my heart says wisely to me, my honest friend Lancelot, since you are an honest man's son and rather an honest woman's son. So my conscience says, Lancelot, do not move. You do not leave your Jew's house. You have to work here as a servant. Now next in this scene enters old Gobbo with basket. Now Gobbo, young gentleman, can you tell me the way to the house of the old Jew? He is asking, where is the house of the old Jew? Lancelot standing nearby and he says, he is my father who begot me, who has forgotten me. Since he is more than half blind, almost completely blind, and he does not ever recognize me. So I will try to confuse him by telling him some wrong direction. So Gobbo says, young man, I request you to please tell me the house of the old Jew. Again Lancelot says, first you go to right, then from there you move to left. So he is not telling him the right direction, so that he may get confused. But Gobbo says, by God's saying, this will be a difficult path to take. Could you tell me whether certain Lancelot who lives with Jew lives with him or not? That servant is still working or not with him? Lancelot says, do you talk about your young master Lancelot? Look at me, I bring tears into his eyes. Are you talking about your young master Lancelot? Then Gobbo says, do not call him the master, sir. He is the son of a poor man. And his father, although I say it myself, is an honest person, in spite of being poor. Lancelot says, let his father be whatever we are talking about the young Lancelot. Gobbo says, yes, your friend Lancelot. Then Lancelot says, therefore you are referring to the master Lancelot. Do not speak about the master Lancelot, old gentleman. The young man, according to his fate, according to his luck or destiny, you can say, are such things, three sisters of the ancient Greeks and such other branches of the learning is dead. So, no need to mention it here. Gobbo say, by the Virgin Mary, and may God forbid this to happen. The boy was the sport in my old age, only my sport. Who will help me? Lancelot says, do I like a staff or a post sporting the shed staff? Please recognize me, I am your son. You are unable to recognize me, I am your son Lancelot. Gobbo says, alas the day, I do not know you young man. But please tell me, is my son, may God give him peace, whether he is dead or alive? But again Lancelot is trying to converse with his father and telling that I am your son. Lancelot says, no indeed, even your eyesight was good, you might not recognize me. Even when you were having good eyesight, then that time also you was not unable to recognize me. For me it is wise father who recognizes his child. So well, old man, I shall give you news of your son. Okay. Gobbo says, please get up, and I am sure that you are not my son Lancelot Gobbo. But Lancelot says, Father, Let us not fool each other by discussing such useless things. Now give me your blessings. I am your son Launcelot, who was your boy, is your son, and shall always be your child. Gobbo say, I can't think so. Launcelot say, I do not know what to say about it. Then Gobbo say, her name is Margery indeed, and I can swear now that if you are Launcelot, you are my son. May the Lord be praised. What a beard you have. Now beard has grown on your face. You have more hair on your face than Dobbin. So I have little doubt whether you are my son or not. Launcelot gets up and he says, it seems that Dobbin's tail is growing less, for I am sure when I last saw him, he had more hair on his tail than I have on my face. Now he is comparing that time I was having less beard, now I am having more beard. Gobbo says, Lord, how much you have changed. How do you, your master, get along? Launcelot says, well, as far as I am concerned, I have decided to run away from this place. I want to leave this Jew's house. I will not rest till I reach some little far away. My master is a Jew in every sense. Give him a present. Give him rather a rope to hang himself. If you want to gift him, give him a rope to hang himself, because he is not treating well with me. Even give your present to one Master Bassanio, who gives his servant brand new uniform. Now he is comparing his master Jew with another Master Bassanio, who used to give new brand uniforms to his servant. Now here Bassanio enters in this scene and he says, you may do so, but do it fast so that supper is ready latest by the 5 o'clock. And take care that all these letters are delivered, and place order for the servants' uniform. Request Bassanio to come. Now he is saying that please bring the new uniforms for the servants. Launcelot says, go to him and says to his father, Gobbo, God bless you, sir. Bassanio says, thank you. May God mercy be on you. Do you want anything from me? Gobbo says, here is my son, Launcelot, sir, a poor boy. Launcelot says, not a poor boy, sir, but a servant of rich Jew, Shylock. And he wishes, sir, as my father will explain you. Launcelot says, indeed, the long and short of it is, I am in the service of the Jew, and I wish, as my father, Gobbo will explain you. And Gobbo says, his master and he hardly get along with each other. They are not able to survive together. So Launcelot in short says, the truth is that Jew has done injustice to me, so I want to leave his service and I want to join your service. And who is new master? Bassanio. So Bassanio says, let one of you speak both. What do you want? Actually tell me, what do you want? Gobbo says, this is the gist of our request, sir. Bassanio says, I know well, I agree your request, and Shylock is your master. Spoke to me about you today. Don't tell about your master. He has recommended you to me if a promotion to leave the service of rich Jew to serve a poor man like me. Then Bassanio says, you speak well, go farther with your son, take leave of your old master. First go to your master Shylock, get permission, okay, I want to leave your service, and then find out the way to my house. Then he comes and give him a uniform with more decoration, ornamental stripes than that of the old servants. Make sure this is done. Now something more is trying to give to Launcelot than his other servants. Launcelot says, Father, come along. You said that I could not get a job, and see, I got the job with new master Bassanio. So now Launcelot and old Gobbo, they move away from that place. Bassanio says, I request you to Leonardo, think about this. When you have bought those things, packed up them properly, come back quickly, and for I am giving a dinner tonight, tonight to my intimate friend, please hurry up. And Leonardo I shall do my best in this matter. Now again another friend Graciano enters and he is asking, where is your master? Leonardo says he is walking over there, sir, and that is Mr. Bassanio. Graciano says, I have a favor to ask from you something, and Bassanio says, it is already granted, you may ask, what do you want to ask me? Graciano says to Bassanio, you must not refuse me, I want to come with you to Belmont, that is my request. Bassanio says, then you will accompany me, but listen, you are uncontrollable, your behavior is not good, you are rough, you are blunt, so such things are tolerated here with the friends, but not over in the Belmont. So be careful, if you want to join me, you have to avoid all these habits. Graciano says, Lord Bassanio, hear me, if I do not behave modestly, like talk with politeness, then carry a prayer book in my pocket and look modest in the outlook, then do not trust me again in the future. That thing you can do. Another thing, I shall go further. While the prayer before a meal is said, I will close my eyes by placing my head before them and say Amen in front of the people. All these things I will do. I will behave like a civilized person. Okay, Bassanio says, okay, we shall watch your behavior in Belmont. So Graciano, no, but I should be excused tonight. But let me enjoy tonight. Today you don't force me all these things. You must not judge me by what we do tonight with the friends. Bassanio says, okay, no, it would be pity to do that. I request you to be in the happiest mood today. You can enjoy with your friends, but when you are going to Belmont with me, then you have to control your habits. Thanks.